Can you believe I've saved more than 10,000 Rand monthly by just going back to my debit orders, the bank statement, and checking few things in the house in order for me to save money? This is the money that can buy me a property, because obviously with 10,000 Rand, I can get myself another house, or I can invest in something that will benefit me or even make me more money. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is LindyShirries. In this channel, we make money online. We talk crypto and stocks. And in today's video, I am going to share a few things that I did in order for me to save 10,000 Rand every month. Guys, going back to our budget and also bank statement, we don't like those things. And I, for one, I also do not like that. But then how can you fight something if you do not know where the problem is? So what I did, I went back to my bank statement and then checked the home loan and checked how much is the interest rate and checked how much I am actually paying for the insurance and also the service fee and also the admin fees. So this is the money that we pay every month. So if you were to go back to your bond statement and start checking how much exactly you are paying, you will find a loophole, and I am going to share that loophole. Let me show you a crazy thing that the bank does to rob us. So let's go to my bank statement. I am going to select 180 days so you can see from last year how much I am paying. So as you can see, I am paying 22,314. So I am going to take the balance, the current balance, and minus it with the previous month. So let's look at this one. It's 1.684488. So you would see how much money it's actually going towards the bond. So this is crazy, guys. Only 4,847 is going to the bond. The rest, it is just money that the bank takes from insurance to administrative fees to system interest. So let's do another one. So between this month, the balance was 1.684. Let's just put that one, and then you will see with the next one that these people are actually playing with us, guys. If you take a loan, whether it's a loan or a home loan, you are actually going to be a slave to this loan. So 1680, 153, it doesn't matter how much money you have, just make sure you put something into this amount money. Even if it's just 100 Rand to your home loan, it does reduce. So did you see that was, I think, 4,000 as well. So let's do another one, the last one, so you can see. So it's 1,675 and 759 minus 1,670 250. Can you see 5,500? This is how much, guys, the bank actually reduced my bond with. So you can see, guys, that we are being robbed, guys. We are being robbed. So now I want to take the monthly installment, which is 22,480, so that we can minus the average, which I can say it's 5,000. Can you see 17,413? It doesn't pay my bond. It's just all these fees that the bank charges. So it is important to focus on paying your bond. So this is what I did. I sent an email to Standard Bank and said I am currently paying my bond well and my credit score is also well. So I request that they reduce the interest because the interest was high. Now, remember when I took this bond, I was working for the bank. The interest was very, very low. But now the interest has gone up ever since I left the bank, so which was 11.5%. So this is what they could give us. So it is something, even though it's small, it is something that will reduce our monthly installment. So more money will go towards the bond. So instead of 4,500 to 5,000, at least maybe 6,000 to 7,000 will go towards the bond, and that will reduce the amount even more. So guys, the banks do not want you to know this. You just need to request and ask them that you want the interest to be reduced, especially if you've been paying well. They will answer, because they do know that if you do not if they do not reduce the interest, you might look for other quotations from other banks and transfer the bank and the bond, and they are making so much money from you having that bond. I mean, I talked about plus 17,000 to 18,000, money that is not even going towards my bond. So this is the money that they get from me alone. So imagine how many people out there. So this is how the banks rob us. To track my progress, I will show you. This is the outstanding amount, 1.6 million, and then we took 20 years and then only paid 7 years, and then we left with 12. The second thing that I did to save money is electricity. And guys, this one I am so excited because in this one I actually saved more than 4,500 with just this method. And I know it's not something that you can do easily, but then you can work towards it and then implement it, because it is something that will help you in a full run. So let me show you guys. Obviously, the sun is our main source of energy and it is free, guys. So it is costly to start, but then you can start with just 2 panels and 1 battery. Make sure that you reduce the amount of electricity that you buy. So things like doing laundry and heavy things I do during the day when there's a sun, and at night all we do is just lighting. And let me show you the cost. So the total cost was 150,000, and then monthly before we used to use 4,500 to 5,000, but now we only pay 100 rand. And the reason we're paying 100 rand is because we want to be active in Eskom. We don't necessarily need to do this, except in winter. Also, we can pay 100 rand. So this is a save, guys. So with this save of 4,500, we multiply it by 12. So in a year, you already have 54,000, which you already got from our investment. So guys, this is another way of saving money. And there is a possibility for us to even sell this electricity to Eskom, and make money from that, because other people who have solar panels, they are selling the energy that they are making because it is too much. And also do remember, I run my business, I record, so I also don't pay for such things. I can even mine cryptocurrencies. The third thing that I did to save money is car insurance, guys. I used to spend 3,500 with Discovery for both cars, guys, and this is money that I used to pay every month on the 5th of the month. And now, guys, you won't believe how much I am paying, and this is so exciting because all you need to look for is how much excess you're going to pay and what you are covered for. So let's just check how much money I saved on this one and what I am covered for. So when it comes to insurance, especially car insurance, you need to be very careful. Make sure that the company that you join, it is a company that is reputable, and as well, try and call their emergency system so that you know what's going to happen when you call and need help. So when you look at this, you would see that both cars are covered, and then the first car, it is paying 620, and then the second car, it is 1,008, and this is an SUV, guys, and the total cost is 1,724, guys. Now, when you minus these two, guys, you would see that I did save over 1,600 rand. And guys, you have to think about things like excess, and then I did check what they are offering in Discovery and this insurance. Things are exactly the same. So guys, it doesn't help to stay with an insurance that is expensive. The fourth thing that I did, guys, to save money is not using a helper. So helpers are paid around 4,000 to 5,000 rand. Guys, if you are not paying that, you are probably robbing your helper. And I don't know what's the standard rate of helpers, but from my friends, this is the amount that they are paying their helpers, guys. So what I did is to train my kids not to mess up the house. So everything that you put, you take it back. You clean your room, you do your laundry. So you already have a mandate to teach your kids. And if you are living with your kids, it is time to train them. And it doesn't matter what age they are. You can start training them while they are still young. Tell them to take things back. Tell them to put the dishes in the dishwasher. Tell them to not mess up the house. And what I've learned from that is the house doesn't get dirty, and all I do, I just wipe wherever I need to, and the house is constantly clean. So this is something else that you can do to save money. And then when it comes to cooking, because I am obviously a housewife, I am at home, I am running my businesses, but I do not have more time to basically sit in the house and clean the whole day. So what I do, I came up with different ways to make sure that I reduce the tasks that I do, like boiling things like your beans for the month. And then every week, all I do is just to fry a bit and then not spend more than an hour cooking. So you just need to come up with clever ways to deal with certain things. And while you are doing that, you are actually teaching your kids. Because you've seen households where there's helpers, kids cannot do anything, guys. It is disappointing because that child one day, when they cannot afford a helper, they will feel like the world hates them. So everyone must have something that they need to do in order to save money, and take that money and invest it back, buying crypto for them. And when they turn 18, they will be rich, guys. So this is actually benefiting them. And I know some of you, it is not realistic for you not to have a full-time helper because you have young kids, and maybe your kids, when they come back from school, they do not have anyone. So in such cases, I understand. But for someone who is in debt, someone who doesn't have anything left after debit orders and paying all these helpers, what's the point of you having a helper if you can maybe temporarily for 6 months focus on just getting some money, pay something, reduce the debt so that you can really afford? Because a lot of people are having these helpers, but they can't even afford to do anything else. So what's the point of living if you are having that? So for those people, I think it's beneficial to maybe get the helper to come twice a week instead of staying with you full time. So another thing that I'm planning to implement is to make my own bread. Guys, making your bread, it is something so simple, and you can just buy flour 12.5 and then make your own bread, which is fresh and less expensive. I think right now a loaf of bread, it is around 18 rand, especially if you are eating the white bread, and we buy lots and lots of loaves a week. So if you make your own, you are going to save. Take that money and buy something that will benefit, guys. So this is something that I am still going to implement, and I will advise you one day to do, guys. So now let's just wrap this video by just saying you do need a side hustle. So find something to do, guys. I am actually right now making scrunchies. I am selling different things, and the money that I'm making, I am paying back my debts. And the more I pay, the more money I actually save, and that money I will use to invest somewhere. And obviously, if that debt is no longer there, then it means I am free from that debt. So the mission here, especially when it comes to me, I want to make sure that I do not owe anyone in this world and get to a point where I am actually saving millions to go buy different properties around, guys. So guys, I am going to share one property that we bought, but not in this video. I will give you full details of that property. I actually want to go to that property and show you everything so that you can see. Maybe if you want to stay in that property and rent, you can talk to the landlord. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video, and I hope you've learned something. So find ways, do something, make sure the money is coming, not leaving your bank account all the time. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share this video with many people who might need help.